checked in for Portland. McGrady comes in for Chiefs. San Antonio also making a switch. Smith is checked in. Now here's Oladipo. Lets it go from 14. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Oladipo.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
There's a screen by Williams. Wall, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Wall's got his first points of the game.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Ross dishes to Ibaka. It's John Wall with the rebound. McGrady got it off in time, but it's no good. And we finished one half.
And now, the 2K Sports halftime.
Well, for San
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. Terrence Ross with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Bird out there with Williams. And it's Wall. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Mourning in at the 5 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Bird. And the rejection by Smith. Jordan against Wall. Jordan kicks to Ross. Jacks up a 3. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Here's McGrady. Mourning passes to Wall. Portland again missing.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Jordan dishes to Embiid. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. 1:39 left in the third quarter. McGrady up top. He's guarded by Ross. And that one's good. McGrady.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Gasol, he's checked in for John Wall. San Antonio also making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Embiid. Gibson comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Terrence Ross. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Pressey's checked in for Portland. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for San Antonio. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. That's good. And the Spurs lead by 9.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
McGrady against Oladipo. Now the pass to Mourning. Sinks that one from the post. Mourning's got 6. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Beverley, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. That's good from Beverley.
Take a look at what Beverley's been doing. He has 8 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Van Exel's checked in for Tracy McGrady. Gasol against Beverley. There's the pick. Gasol kicks to Bird. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Bird's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
3 on 3. And it's blocked by Jordan. For 3. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. to the action here in this round one matchup. And so here's Portland. 7-point differential. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Pocket is out there with Embiid. Then it's Jordan. And it's Smith. And it's Oladipo in at the two-guard spot. Lets it go from 11. And he gets it to go. Oladipo's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for San Antonio. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
No good on the wing three.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Portland making their last shot. Got that one up quick. 6 points for Joel Embiid. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 9. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He told his players, guys, we're letting opportunities slip away in transition. Let's push it up the floor, look to score some points in early offense. Kevin, can they pick up the tempo?
Spurs leading by 7. And Jordan has it in the corner. No good with the triple. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Back to Wall. Looks for Mourning, gets it to him. Tries from 7. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Jordan kicks to Ibaka. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
And really, that's what you want every time down the floor. A simple, high-percentage shot.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 9. 1:22 left in the fourth. .122 left in the fourth quarter. Wall's shot is off.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And so Jordan nails both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. That's taking care of business, fellas.
Mourning's shot is good. San Antonio leading by 9. The drive by Jordan. Embiid, the pass to Ibaka. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Wall, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
At the line, the New Trailblazers, John Wall.
It's the first that brings them within 8. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. It's stolen by Wall.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it.
Now here's Jordan, following the shot by Tracy McGrady. Embiid with the screen on Bird. Here's Jordan, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. And the Spurs lead by 9.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Young Blazer dancers. Substitution.
Here's Cheeks. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Cassell gets the bucket.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Oladipo. Here's Bolar. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Here's Cassell. Drills it from outside. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. From deep. Off target with that shot. And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. What a performance through the entire first round. Greg sweeping in 4 games.
And they really had a tremendous series. Watching how well these guys played as a unit has got to be scary for their round 2 matchup.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin, and let's take a look now as we give the nod to our Jordan. Kenny, what did you think?
The biggest factor in this game may have been his shot blocking. He had a great nose for the ball and contested every attempt that was anywhere near him. And such quick reaction times from him. That's what really struck me.
Well, it's a great feeling when you're the guy that helps your team close out a series with that kind of game. You know, the way he had to go, he's got to be feeling very confident going into the conference semis. He left it all on the court tonight. He didn't look too fatigued, though. I'm sure he still has plenty left in his tank, buddy.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this entertaining Round 1 series. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We look forward to seeing you for Round 2 right around the corner.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Round 2 action of the NBA playoffs about to get underway, and we're here to bring you all the action on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jets. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the San Antonio Spurs at AT&T Center. Checking out the Spurs, they enter the conference semifinals looking very tough. A clean sweep in round 1. They're hoping to carry that momentum into game 1 tonight. And the conference semis, Kenny, 8 teams looking to make that cut for the Final Four. What's the mental state of the underdogs in this round?
Oh, you just have to believe anything is possible, because it is. A big shot, a big injury, anything can change the trajectory of a series.
You know, to win as an underdog, you just got to want it more than your opponent. Problem is, the top seeds are usually at the top because they want it the most. But every now and then, an underdog can come in and take everything away.
Top seeds are normally at the top?
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah. Lesser seeds are usually at the bottom.
San Antonio, the Tower of the Americas, stands 750 feet tall in the center of Hemisphere Park. There's a buzz here in San Antonio, Texas, with another sold-out arena. 2 survivors in the West meeting here in the conference semifinals, Game 1. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. You take a look at San Antonio. In a 7-game series, they have the home crowd advantage. You can feel it in the air, guys. But will they be able to start this series with the win?
And while I expect them to win this game and potentially win big, this is a team that really plays well on their home floor. And if they do that, they can really set the tone for this series.
Well, we'll see if they can capitalize. I mean, that's what you work hard all regular season for, is to have the advantage of game 1 in your building. I'm with you there. I think you got to give them the early nod as favorite.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Pelican 5 right now. They've got Wilkins. Michael Jordan is out there with Price. Then there's Sean Kemp, and it's Hunter in at center. Here is Ibaka. Dominique Wilkins making his last shot there. Jordan kicks to Price. The screen from Kemp to Jordan. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Here's Jordan. No luck. So the Spurs will take it the other way. The drive by Jordan. Kemp with the steal. Passes it to Hunter. And a wide open look for Jordan. Cans it from downtown.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
To end the run, Williams gets the bucket.
And guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
And the ball travels on a bounce. It was last touched by Ibaka. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Gibson comes in for Serge Ibaka. Oladipo, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And Smith subbed in for Williams. And then for New Orleans, Ellis, he's checked in for Hunter. Burks comes in for Dominique Wilkins. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Mark Price. Here's Smith after the made shot from Sean Kemp. 13 feet away. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, mid-range J is almost a gimme.
And it's good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Jordan's shot is off. New Orleans leading by 7. Burks in the corner. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Jordan can't get that one to fall. Here's the break. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Pelicans shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Free throw good, Jordan. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. From deep, Jordan. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Pelicans lead by 12. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And looking at what we've seen, Pelicans pretty much in control here.
A lot of times, the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
Terrence Ross is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then there's Embiid, and it's Williams at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. Now, here's Price. Rebounded by the Spurs.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Williams with the ball, and Burks picks him up defensively. Williams can't hit. Pelicans leading by 10. Ellis with a screen on Beverly. Up off the screen. And Wilkins gets it to go on the assist by Price. Screen by Ibaka. For 3, Williams drops. Williams has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Spurs.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Over that last break, I listened to the Pelicans head coach address his team. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Ellis. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Ellis with a screen on Smith. Price the pass to Ellis. Offensive rebound. Shoots over Embiid. Here's Hunter. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Hunter's got his second bucket of the game to go. Smith against Price. Here's Ibaka. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here's Price. Another one falls for New Orleans. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Ross on the wing and stolen by Scott. Then 3-on-3 break. Here's Price. Rebounded by the Spurs.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Williams with a clean look. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Price and Embiid with the block. And that concludes the first half. Pelicans ahead, up by 7. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you for joining us live inside this sold-out. Well, for the Pelicans, they've put themselves in decent shape to grab that all-important Game 1 victory. So far, they've clearly been the better team controlling the flow. By no means is it a runaway, but they've put themselves in a great position. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
They had a focus to working inside, and it's working, Ernie. They've done a great job of recognizing mismatches, a.k.a. barbecue chicken down low, taking advantage. He can't guard that man down there, Ernie. The entry passes have been sharp, and has led to a lot of points. When you control the paint, you control the game, and they've done that so far.
Kenny, how do you think San Antonio played?
To fall behind like this at home after only one half is upsetting. We're not talking about an insurmountable deficit, but we're not talking about a small one either. They're going to have to play a good second half of basketball for a chance to win this.
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half of our game. Kevin Harlan ready with the call.
We welcome you back here to the coverage of the Western Conference semifinals.
A lot of action for Williams. He has 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Spurs trail by 7. So for New Orleans right now, Price is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Wilkins. Then it's Kemp. And it's Hunter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Embiid gets it to go.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Now here's Price. Kemp, a follow-up flush.
Kev, he came out of nowhere to slam that one back in.
Well, that's making him pay for letting him get his hands on that rebound.
Yeah, is it ever? I mean, I doubt we'll see them make that mistake again. Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Here's Wilkins. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
A different look now for San Antonio. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Embiid. Gibson comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Ross. The Pelicans also changing it up. Alec Burks checked in for Wilkins. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Price.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Down low. And that one's good. Hunter. And now it's a 9-point New Orleans lead.
Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
The drive by Jordan. The kick out to Oladipo. Looking for Gibson. He gets it there. Back to Oladipo. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Here's Dellavedova. Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Spurs making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. And the Pelicans also making a change. Ellis is checked in for Hunter. .115 left in the third. Ellis kicks to Dellavedova. Pass to Burks. Just 5 to shoot. Shot's good. And the Pelicans lead by 9. Spurs have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Jordan dishes to Gibson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Gibson's got his first basket.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
Yeah, you're right about that, Greg. He's put a no trespassing allowed on that spot of the floor. It's all his.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Now here's Beverly. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Shot's good by Gibson.
Oh, the turnaround jumper. That was just beautiful.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Ellis, the screen on Beverly. With the shot. Elbadova, that's good. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Jordan. Rebounded by Kemp. Kemp's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Elbadova, the pass to Kemp from 15 feet away. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Kemp. And it's an 11-point New Orleans lead. And here's Jordan outside. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pelicans lead by 11. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Pelicans leading by 11. Baca is out there with Embiid. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then it's Williams. And it's Jordan in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. From deep, Jordan. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Price has got 3 assists now in this one. Her shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Jordan kicks to Oladipo. Back to Jordan. He dishes it to Oladipo. Feeds it to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Ross is checked in for Oladipo. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Hunter's checked in. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And Jordan gets it to go.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
And here's Price. Hunter, the pass to Wilkins. Here's Kemp. And that one hits back iron. Spurs trail by 13. Williams for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Outside Kemp. The fadeaway. Again, the miss by Kemp.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Williams dishes to Ibaka. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Now, here's Price. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs it. That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special talent.
Sure is.
And guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Kemp with the bucket.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
The kick out to Williams. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Ibaka against Price.
Williams. That's his first personal foul. Substitution number 4.
8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Dellavedova. Back to Kemp. So New Orleans wins it. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
His field goal percentage was...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
It is round 2 of the NBA playoffs. The intensity just kicked up a notch for game 2. Welcome everybody, Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal. Our game tonight featuring the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, an ugly showing for them to start the series as they were beaten handily. Still, it's just one game, and they look to return to form here in game 2. And after losing game 1, Kenny, this is a critical game. I mean, it's a situation where their backs, as they say, are against the wall. Would you contend that they have to win this game?
Well, it would be probable, but only a handful of teams have dropped the first 2 games at home and gone on to win the series. However,
yours is one of them.
I was on a team that did it, so I can't say it's impossible, but it's highly unlikely to be that clutch.
Listen, Ernie, they have to play like there's no tomorrow. They need the home fans to really round around them. I expect them to bring maximum effort and play with a real sense of urgency.
It's strange, though, even if you do play that way, as if there's no tomorrow, and you do win the game.
There is a tomorrow.
What's it matter if there's not a tomorrow?
Well, if you lose, though, there could be no tomorrow.
What if you win or lose and tomorrow doesn't happen?
Why are you talking about
what good does it do that you won the game? I don't know. That's too deep. That's too deep for where we are.
Yeah, you're in very deep waters.
Yeah. See you next
drowning.
time.
Nigga, just because crazy quiet, speak less. Don't be mistaken, my kindness for weakness. Humble but ready to rub on my violent side. I can't deny. I'm like a tickle at night, Gemini. Look, if you see me quiet, then I'm plotting to ride. Tell me why. In their eyes, I'm labeled a menace, but I like it. Destroy, girl, what make me blow you away? But hey, nigga got too close to me, and that ain't how it's supposed to be.
We're at the sold-out arena in San Antonio, Texas. On tap tonight, NBA playoff action continues. It's game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We look at San Antonio. Tough loss for them in game 1. We'll see if they can rally back in front of their hometown crowd to tie the series.
And this virtually becomes a must-win after that loss in game 1. You almost never see a team drop the first 2 at home and go on to win a playoff series.
Yeah, they'll be reeling if this one gets away from them. Having to hit the road down zip to 2. But if they right the ship here today, it'll still be anybody's series.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. A starting 5 on the floor. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Hunters out there is Sean Kemp. It's Michael Jordan. Then there's Price. That's Wilkins. And at the 3, the small forward. And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. 5-3. And Williams gets it to go on the assist from Ross.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
The screen from Kemp. The drive by Jordan. And the rejection by Embiid. Jordan against Price. Jordan with the bucket.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this.
That happened.
Yeah.
Oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that slam.
Well, don't you think, Ray, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Especially, guys, when he's given the kind of space he had that time.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And so it's New Orleans with it after the basket by San Antonio. Williams against Price. Pass to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kemp. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Williams, that's for 2. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And it's 7 points for Williams.
Jordan with a delightful delivery on that one.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Embiid. Gibson comes in for Serge Ibaka. Oladipo, he's checked in for Ross. And Smith subbed in for Williams. The Pelicans also changing it up. Ellis comes in for Hunter. And Alec Burks subbed in for Dominique Wilkins. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Oladipo. Another one falls for San Antonio.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
Now, here's Price. Ellis, wide open. Sinks the 15-footer.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Spurs leading by 4. And Oladipo kicks to Smith. Now the feed to Gibson. Back to Smith. Michael Jordan on the wing. And no good trying to get that one.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up for the Spurs.
And thanks for joining us again as we get set to continue our broadcast of the Western Conference semifinals. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Williams is out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's Rudy Gobert, and there's Embiid, and it's Ross in at the 3 slot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Williams passes to Embiid. Oladipo dishes to Ross, and he gets it to go. Ross has got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Ellis with a screen on Williams. Here's Dellavedova. No good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Come off a really big loss on Sunday.
And when things started to go wrong for them in that game, boy, did they ever go wrong. They just could never get back on track in that game.
Greg, the problem to me was no consistency. Anytime they strung together a couple of baskets, they couldn't build on it.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. A different look now for San Antonio. Baca comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Victor Oladipo. And the Pelicans also making a change. Anderson's checked in. Now here's Ellis. Here's Wilkins, and the rejection by Ibaka. There's Williams with the 3. That's good. Williams has got 10 points.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Here's Hunter, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Shot clock at 6. Wilkins, and the foul called on Terrence Ross. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jordan, he's checked in for Terrence Ross, and Smith subbed in for Williams. New Orleans also making some changes. Sean Kemp, he's checked in for Hunter. Jordan comes in for Dominique Wilkins. And it's Price in for Matthew Dellavedova. And here's Beverly. Following the three-pointer by Mark Price. Smith kicks to Beverly. Down low. Embiid, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Kept alive and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Joel Embiid. Scotty's checked in for the Pelicans. San Antonio leading by 6. Ibaka with the screen on Price and taken away by Ellis. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Snatched up, and the rejection by Smith.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
And I'm guessing that's exactly what they're probably going to do here.
Ibaka, the pass to Jordan. He gets it up. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall. And so we conclude the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We hope you're checking out the Spurs.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Williams. He's got 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
So Orleans right now, we've got Dominique Wilkins. Hunter is out there with Sean Kemp, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's Price in at the 1. Jordan with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Good on the second free throw. Spurs leading by 5. Williams dishes to Ibaka. Michael Jordan on the wing. And stolen by Jordan. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Ross with a steal. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Wilkins. The Pelicans shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. To the inside. Here's Kemp. Good. Kemp's got 6. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for San Antonio. Victor Oladipo comes in for Terrence Ross. And then for New Orleans, Burks comes in for Jordan. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Mark Price.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Here's Dellavedova. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And good on the basket. Book it.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Jordan. Here's Embiid. Now the pass to Jordan. Kemp with the steal. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Dellavedova kicks to Burks. That puts them in the lead. Burks has got his first 2 points of the night. So it's San Antonio now, searching for that first bucket here in the third. Kicks it to Oladipo. It's up a 3. Hunter grabs the miss.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
Yeah, I don't know, though, Clark. That defender was on him like glue on that possession. That would have been a heck of a bucket, even though we've seen him hit those in the past.
Got that one up trip. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Dellavedova. Here's Kemp. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Kemp's got 4 this quarter. It's Jordan on the wing. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of them.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Shot is off. Burks can't get it to go. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Spurs lead by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Pelicans trail. Michael Jordan is out there with Williams. And it's Ibaka. And it's Taj Gibson. And it's Ross in at small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Williams leading the charge. No good from Ross.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Good. Jordan's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pelicans.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. The screen from Kemp. Price kicks to Anderson. Outside Jordan. Here's Kemp. Not enough on that one as it misses. San Antonio trailing here. And a wide open look for Jordan. Rebounded by Ellis. Jordan the pass to Anderson. Good tee by Williams.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And finished off by Anderson.
This is what you love, guys. Superb defense, a great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Yeah, but you just can't afford to give up plays like that at this time in a ball game.
That's good.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're up by 1. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear New Orleans head coach going over their plan during that last break. He told them, this is what we played for all season, guys, right here. We have to summon every ounce of energy and strength and leave it on the floor. We'll see if they have it in them, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Ibaka sets the pick for Williams. Jordan kicks to Williams from about 19 feet. And it's good. Assisting on the play is Jordan. And 12 points for Williams. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're in front by 1. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ellis against Ibaka. It's tipped. House with the steal. Outside Williams. Unloads from 13. And he overshot that one, missing. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. It's Wilkins on the wing. Ellis. It falls.
Smooth, guys. Very good job there of getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
And you know, those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes as much as any single play in a game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you can't allow, if you're the opponent, to have that guy continue to beat you in that manner on the backcourt.
Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Price against Williams. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
You know, they got a foul to give here if they need it.
Yeah, definitely something to keep in mind for them right now.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're losing by 3. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And there's still time left, so we don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
Foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
With this much time remaining, they should be able to get themselves a decent shot at the basket. Still, a contested 3 is never...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Well, the players are where you're...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports, about to tip off the pivotal Game 3 in these conference semifinals. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the New Orleans Pelicans at Smoothie King Center. Well, for the Pelicans, tonight a chance to press their advantage after an impressive road win in Game 2. They're approaching this one with a lot of confidence. They've really seized the reins in this series, winning the first 2 on the road. Now a chance to take a commanding 3-0 lead on their home floor, Shaq.
You know, they smell blood. They got the foot on the neck of the opponent. You win this one, Ernie, the series is over. All the momentum, everything is going in their favor right now, but they got to complete this game tonight.
This is where you go for the jugular. I mean, this is where you can't let up. But facing a team in desperation mode, you still got to be prepared to have a great effort playing against you.
Because if you fall down 3-0 in this series,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Wrap, R-A-P.
No team has ever come back.
And you might as well W-R-A-P and wrap it up and send it somewhere else because you're going home.
I like the way you're rapping, brother.
No doubt.
all valid points. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Semifinals getting going right now. Thanks for tuning in. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at New Orleans. They've been dominating this series, winning the first 2 games on the road. With the win here, they've taken almost insurmountable 3-0 lead.
And guys, basically, I think they locked this series up with a win here tonight. They've taken the momentum, winning those first 2 on the road. Now on their home court, they're right where they want to be.
You'd have to think so, partner. I mean, they have a major upper hand in the series right now. The crowd can feel it too, so that's a bonus. They know what this game can do for their guys, and they're keyed up to make it happen.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Terrence Ross is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Williams. And it's Embiid in at the center. Now here's Kemp. Following the miss by Michael Jordan. Jordan with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And slam dunk by Kemp.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Williams kicks to Ibaka. And here's Embiid. No good from 11 feet. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Jordan dishes to Kemp. New Orleans moving the ball around. It's Wilkins on the wing. He's guarded by Ross. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Hunter, and he banks in the layup. Hunter's got his first 2 points of the night.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The Spurs shooting their first free throw tonight. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside for Kemp. Here's Wilkins, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
And Ibaka kicks to Williams. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Williams.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
They set the pick. To the paint, hangs, and he lays it up and in.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now here's Embiid. Ibaka, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Ross. Will not go. This is off the front iron. New Orleans leading by 4. Dishes to Jordan. Back to Price. Fires from deep. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Williams, that's a 2-pointer. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Jordan.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this game 3. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for San Antonio, we've got Jordan. Gobert is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Smith in at the point guard position. Good on the shot. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. It was a big win for them, coming off Tuesday's match.
And what a luxury when you have depth. I mean, a lot of their scoring in that win came from their reserves. And make no mistake, they carried the load for that team.
Without question, the starters can't do it all game long. You need that help from the reserves, and they got it in that one.
Here's Kemp. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Kemp's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delight is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Back to Jordan. From 10 feet out, that's good. Michael Jordan's got 5 now.
Shooting much better here in the second quarter.
Yes, very, very impressed with how much more alive they look here to get back in.
Burks kicks to Ellis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Some changes for New Orleans. Hunter comes in for Sean Kemp, and it's Scott in for Anderson. San Antonio also making some changes. Terrence Ross is checked in for Jordan, and it's Patrick Beverly in for Smith. Here's Dellavedova. Screen by Ellis. Deflects the pass. Hunter the pass to Burks. They set the pick. Gobert pulls it in.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there. The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
Dellavedova kicks to Hunter. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
That's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. No good from Ross. Pelicans leading by 8. Dellavedova kicks to Burks. Inside. Dellavedova, that's good. Dellavedova's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Oladipo. No good on that last second attempt. And so that brings the...
It's the 2K Sports halftime show.
Well, for the Pelicans,
we welcome you back here to the coverage of the Western Conference semifinal. They've got Michael Jordan. Kemp is out there with Dominique Wilkins. Then there's Price, and it's Hunter in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And here's Price from beyond the arc, and again New Orleans with the triple.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Spurs trail by 13. Williams for 3. From beyond the arc, and then some. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Ibaka, no luck.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game. The first one falls. Checked in for San Antonio. Both free throws good from Wilkins. Spurs trail by 12. Williams attacking. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Spurs. Timeout Spurs.
San Antonio calls timeout.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Short and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. Michael Jordan. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Spurs trail by 13. Smith dishes to Ibaka. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Anderson, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
Nick Anderson.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Kicks it to Price. Passes to Jordan. He dishes it to Kemp. Just 5 on the clock. No problem knocking that one down. Kemp's got 6 points.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Spurs trail by 13. Fades and shoots. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
To the paint. Jordan the pass to Hunter. Anderson outside. Price kicks to Kemp. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Kemp's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Forced separating the shot and game clocks. Jordan against Anderson, and stolen by Jordan. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court.
The Pelicans have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. The first one falls, so it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Kemp nails both of them. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Williams inside the line.
Got it! Got it! Come on, New Orleans! Your Pelicans team!
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Spurs trail by 9. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Williams is out there with Oladipo. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Jordan in at the small forward position.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Gobert can't hit.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Jordan. Following the miss by Mark Price. Gobert dishes to Jordan. And right through it goes.
What a nice touch that time from Michael Jordan.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Pelicans leading by 9. Now here's Price. Outside Wilkins. Down low. That one goes. Count it.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
It's Williams with the drive. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
Yeah, that's the uncanny ability he had to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, Kevin. Over that last break, I listened to the Pelicans head coach address his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Michael Jordan, he's checked in for Alec Burks. And he does get the second one. And that brings them to within 10.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Price against Williams. Price outside. 6 to shoot. From deep.
And game Game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win for the Pelicans.
Two great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
Williams with the steal. The shot will not go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Clark, they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
Williams comes with a double team. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Dennis Scott taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out. Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hands.
And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
At the line for 2.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Lets the 3 fly. Shot is off. So we see the Pelicans get
The 2K Sports post-game show. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are, NBA fans. Playoff game 4 of the second round with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the New Orleans Pelicans at Smoothie King Center. Well, for the Pelicans, they've been more than effective thus far in the playoffs. Only 3 losses to this point. And without question, this is a team playing with the utmost confidence. They have absolutely dominated this series, commanding 3-0 lead. Kenny, what do you think about their chances to close out the series in a clean sweep?
Well, the momentum is theirs, Ernie, and their fans bringing out the brooms and they're starting to sweep. But sometimes that can be a little bit too, I get you in a fat cat-itis where you just relax and think everything is there for you. They still have to be hungry. They still have to come out if they want to end this series tonight.
They're in the driver's seat. They got every reason to expect to win the series. However, you can't look past how hungry the opposition is. They got to take care of business and put them away.
Tip coming up shortly. We go courtside to Kevin Harlan.
the court, at 6 foot 0 inches, number 25, Mark Price. Starting at small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 21, Tony Williams. The other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 40, Sean Kelly. The other guard, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 23, Michael Jordan. The head coach of the home team.
We're at the jam-packed arena here in New Orleans. It's Game 4 of the Western Conference semifinals. This should be a good one, and 2K Sports welcomes you to the NBA playoffs. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. Look at New Orleans. They've been in the driver's seat throughout the series, and now a chance to deliver the finishing blow and sweep the series here in front of their hometown fans.
And I think they're ready to put this series to bed, guys. They've played so well up to this point and really look poised to close this thing out in front of their home fans and get some rest as they get ready for the next round.
Well, I'm certainly surprised by what we've seen so far. Nobody would have guessed coming into this series that they'd find themselves in a position to sweep. But after that first game win, and the momentum clearly helping them ride the wave to a possible sweep now.
And the starting group for the Spurs, they've got Terrence Ross. Michael Jordan is out there with Williams. And it's Ibaka. And it's Embiid. And at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Jordan. And he ducks it down.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hand.
Here's Williams. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
The offensive rebound. The kick out to Wilkins. And here's Price from beyond the arc. Price can't get that one to fall. Williams passes to Jordan. Rebounded by Kemp.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with New Orleans head coach. He told me that despite their lead, there is no room for overconfidence. He said, I don't care if we do have their backs to the wall. They're a dangerous team that's going to play with a do-or-die attitude and put it all on the line. We simply must match their intensity. Can they do it? Let's watch.
And thank you for that, Doris.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Ellis, he's checked in for New Orleans. Alec Burks comes in for Wilkins. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Embiid. Gibson comes in for Serge Ibaka. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Ross. And Smith subbed in for Williams. Oladipo, good.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And again, New Orleans has no luck. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And it's Kemp with the jam.
Come on now. Did they really just pull that off?
That was an outstanding play.
I'll tell you what, there are alley-oops, and then, fellas, there are alley-oops. Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws here tonight. And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now, here's Burks, guarded by Jordan and stolen by Jordan. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Here's Oladipo. Anderson with the block. One quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. And take a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for them. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
On the court for San Antonio. Baca is out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Oladipo. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Williams at the point guard. Oladipo. Another miss by Oladipo.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
Michael Jordan is checked in for the Pelicans. Price comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. San Antonio also making a switch. Beverly's checked in. And Oladipo kicks to Embiid. Lets it go from 11, and the jumper is good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The Pelicans trail. They set the screen. Price kicks to Ellis. And the rejection by Ibaka. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
What a good time for the three-pointer. The fast break had the D scattered all over the place.
Top of the key. Here's Hunter. And he goes in for the dunk.
And great effort on the boards, and what a that was, Gary. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pump. Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Dominique Wilkins, he's checked in for Alec Burks. San Antonio also making some changes. Rudy Gobert comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Michael Jordan subbed in for Oladipo.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Now, here's Price. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Back to Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top three-point shooters in the playoffs. You look at Beverly, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
He is having so much success from beyond the three-point line. Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Gobert. Jordan's got the lead up to 5 now for the Spurs. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
That's a second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Some changes for New Orleans. Sean Kemp, he's checked in for Hunter. Anderson comes in for Michael Jordan. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Price. The Spurs also changing it up. Taj Gibson's checked in for Joel Embiid. Williams comes in for Ross. And Smith subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Here's Dellavedova. Williams with the block. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Spurs lead by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, you haven't seen much work put in off the bench thus far. When we see that second unit after the break, what are you hoping to see from them?
I just want to have a semblance of motion so that they know where they're going and the ball moves. They don't play in a crowd. Just basically see if they know what they're doing.
We'll see, Coach. Thanks for the time. Guys.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The NBA playoff energy is in the air. Well, for San Antonio. Although this series has gone about as poorly as possible for them, they're still hanging tough here tonight. No team likes to get swept, and maybe, just maybe, they can avoid that fate with a strong second half. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, they called the right plays, and then they executed them. Great job in the first half. That's why they were so efficient, and they shot so accurately. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, their defense was really inconsistent. They get a stop, then turn around and give up an easy bucket.
We welcome you back here to the coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
And everything magnified in a game of this magnitude. The microscope clearly on their go-to guy, and he came up huge in that first half.
That's what he's known for. Does not shy away from the marquee. His ability to raise his game according to the situation is what separates him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, Wilkins is out there with Sean Kemp. Then there's Price. It's Michael Jordan. And it's Hunter in at the 5 spot. Here's Jordan. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And it's 8 points for Jordan.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And he gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
New Orleans making a switch here. Burks is checked in. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for San Antonio. Jordan kicks to Embiid. Williams dishes to Embiid, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Hunter, no good.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Price with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. That's good. Burks has got 5 points so far.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The kick out to Williams. Embiid, the pass to Ibaka. The Spurs working the ball around now. Williams dishes to Jordan. That doesn't go either for Jordan. Pelicans trail by 3. Burks kicks to Price. He nails it, and we're tied up. Price has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Embiid, the pass to Oladipo. Back to Embiid. He feeds it to Ibaka. The kick out to Oladipo, and he gets the bucket. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Price dishes to Jordan. Knocks it loose. Embiid with the steal. Williams for 3. Again, the miss by Williams.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to do really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
And I'm not really sure that's the time to throw it away, but he sure can make it.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game. Anderson. And he's way off from outside. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Here's Smith. On the court for San Antonio. They've got Gobert. Terrence Ross is out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Smith. And it's Jordan in at the 2 guard.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
Dellavedova kicks to Kemp. Deep two from Anderson. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
They're shooting it quite well now. Again, function of shot selection, ball movement. Guys are in rhythm, confident, free-flowing, and they're knocking down their shots.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Spurs leading by 4. And a wide open look for Jordan. Ross kicks to Jordan. Dishes to Gobert. The pass to Williams. Tries again. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
New Orleans making some changes here. Hunter's checked in for Kemp. Jordan comes in for Anderson. And it's Price in for Matthew Dellavedova. San Antonio also making some changes. Embiid comes in for Rudy Gobert. And Serge Ibaka subbed in for Taj Gibson. Ross against Wilkins. A floater. Shot is no good. And the Spurs going the other way now. Here's Ross. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
So it's New Orleans with it. 6-point game. Back to Wilkins. Wilkins draws the double. Price outside. Screen by Ellis. On the wing, Ellis. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And thought that pass is going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Price kicks to Wilkins. A jump hook. Rebound San Antonio.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Kemp's checked in for New Orleans. Wilkins against Ross. Price makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
So it's San Antonio now. 6-point lead. And he commits the intentional foul. There's the steal.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Nails it. And now they trail by just 4. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. And he commits the intentional foul. It's the first. That puts them up by 5. And he is unable to get the second one.
Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
The shot by Wilkins connects. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away. That makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Ladies and gentlemen,
now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 5. 17 seconds left in the game. Here's the teardrop. Ross grabs the board.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it. He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Outside Wilkins. On deep. It's off. And so it's San Antonio with the win. Backs against the wall, Greg, but they showed us tonight they are not done yet.
You can just never count this group out. I mean, unlikely to see a full comeback, but we've seen it before.
We have. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
He put his team on his back and